Hello, I am Dr. Chilukuri Harihar, Professor and Head of the Department of Psychiatry in Bhaskar Medical College, Hyderabad. Today, I shall discuss how this corona pandemic is causing severe anxiety and depression, and also some ways to tackle them. This corona pandemic can cause has been causing anxiety in several ways. Firstly, it is the fear of death that haunts those who are infected, that is, who test positive for COVID. Such patients are haunted by fear as to whether they will survive this disease or not. This fear can cause symptoms such as palpitations, pain in the chest, fatigue, anxiety, then lack of appetite, and disturbed sleep. Some people who are too weak hearted may suffer from severe anxiety and depression, which may even progress to suicidal ideation. It's quite natural for a patient to worry about whether he can transmit the disease to his family members. Many of them, whoever gets tests positive for corona, uh, he is scared that he might um, uh, give the disease to his family members with whom he is living in the same house. And some of these people, they develop severe guilt feelings. They may feel that yes, it's I am responsible for giving the disease to my family members, and they may die just because of me. They are at risk of their life. On the other hand, some healthy people, they also become mortally anxious about catching the disease from their family members or sick neighbors. They also manifest the symptoms of anxiety which I have mentioned. And besides, a few patients who are admitted in a hospital may occasionally slip into delirium. That is, they may get hallucinations, they may get severely agitated when the virus infects either the brain or due to the effect of some of the drugs which they are using. But these patients usually recover well with proper medication in appropriate doses. So, as we see, the root cause of all this fear is all this anxiety, depression, and so on, is the fear of death, fear that the patient himself or his loved ones may die of the disease. This fear is similar to what Arjuna is reported to have experienced in the ancient times during the times of Mahabharata, just before the battle in Kurukshetra began. At that time, he went to survey the both sides of the armies, who all he has to fight. He was standing there, and when he saw, he was overwhelmed with fear that either he may die or his near and dear ones may die, his cousins, his brothers, his uncles, grandfathers, and so on. He was seized with severe anxiety and despair, and he had a parched throat. His body became tremulous, very weak. He became very weak. His bow and arrow slipped out of his hands, and then he just crumpled into the collapsed into his chariot. Then Lord Krishna, who was his charioteer, with his words of comfort and counseling, he erased Arjuna's fears, and then Arjuna regained his courage and fought the battle, emerging victorious. So, following are some of the words of Lord Krishna that transformed such collapsed the Arjuna, who was so totally collapsed. Krishna's words transformed him into a brave warrior to fight. I shall quote some verses from Gita. This message of Lord Krishna is called Gita. It's a celestial song. It has about 700 verses, out of which I'll quote a few which are relevant to this topic. First is Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuh dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmad apariharyerthe natvam shochitum arhasi. As per the law of the nature, whatever takes birth has to die, and that is when its turn comes. And whatever dies takes rebirth into the next womb based on the good and bad deeds performed. As per the Hindu philosophy, we believe in rebirth of the soul. Then thus death is inevitable for every being and everyone. So you should not grieve over such an inevitable event such as death. Remember, we never grieve over the setting sun. Every day sun sets, we never grieve, as we know that it will rise again the next morning. Similarly, even though the death is for the body, the soul, it after getting the fruit of its good and bad actions, either heaven or hell, it again takes rebirth depending on the quality of its deeds. Like if it has done very good deeds, then it may get birth in a healthy family, rich family, well-to-do family. Whereas if the person has done very horrendous deeds, bad deeds, harmed a lot of people, hurt a lot of people, then after spending some time in hell, he comes and takes birth in a very poor family and a wretched family. That's how rebirth takes place. We'll go to the next verse. Ashocha nanvashochastvam prajnavadanscha bhashase gatasoon agatasoonscha nanushocanti panditaha. Here Krishna says, Arjuna, see, wise men, all wise men, they know that their bodies are perishable, but not the soul. So they do not grieve. Wise men should not grieve, and either they should not grieve over the dead, or should not grieve over those who are going to die. So for you, it's not appropriate. It's not proper for you to mourn over the dead or those who are the relatives who are likely to be killed in this battle. The next verse. हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीं तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः. So Krishna says, Arjuna, if slain in the battle, if you are killed in the battle, you will go to the heaven, you will earn the tenure in the heavens. And on the other hand, if you are victorious, anyhow you'll enjoy the earthly pleasures, you'll get the kingdom, you'll be the prince there. And so either way, you will be the gainer. Either you'll get the kingdom and the crown, or you'll go to the heavens if you fight, because you are going to fight for a righteous cause. So you must therefore rise up, stand up and fight in the battle, and not sit idly or run away. Next verse. Kalosmi lokakshaya krut pravruddho lokan samahartumiha pravruddha rute pitva na bhavishyanti sarve yeva sthita pratyanikeshu yodhaah. Sri Krishna says, I am the mighty Lord who creates all beings, all human beings and all creatures. I nurture them, and also when the lifespan is over, I dissolve them and give them death. So I am responsible for their birth, nurturing and death also. So these enemies whom you are seeing now, I will destroy them anyhow, because the time has come. Whether you participate in the war, you fight or not, I am going to destroy them. So you better stand up and perform your duty. Next verse. Tasmaduttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samruddham मयैवेते निहता पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्. Krishna says, Arjuna, you therefore arise and win glory. You conquer your foes and enjoy the riches of your kingdom. All these warriors have already been killed by me. They have been slain by me. So you are just an instrument. You are just my instrument in this process. So there is no point in you running away from the battle. The next verse. Dronancha bhishmancha jayadrathancha karnan tatha jnanapi yodhaviran maya hatamstvam jahima vyadhishta yuddhasva jetasi rane sapatnan. Krishna says, Arjuna, go and kill Bhima, Drona, the great warriors, Jayadratha, Karna, and all other mighty warriors. They have already been doomed by me. They have already been slain by me. So do not feel distressed or fearful or depressed due to the actions you are going to do, because you are going to win this battle, because I have already done what all should be done. You are only an instrument for me. The next sloka, next verse. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yudhyacha mayyarpita manobuddhir mame vaishyasya sanshayah. Therefore, at all times, Arjuna, you must remember me while performing your duties. Duties including fighting a righteous battle. With your mind and intellect fixed in me, you shall doubtlessly come to me in the end and merge with me. In the next verse, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. This is one of the most important verses in Gita. It's almost lies in the middle of the entire Gita. So here Lord says, those who, excluding all fears, those who constantly think of me and worship me, who always worship me and think of me, their prosperity and welfare are in my hands. I will look after them. I will look after your welfare. And here remember that worshipping me means you're going to do it through selfless service to the needy other human beings, fellow human beings. Social service is the best form of worshipping me. The next sloka, next verse. Tasmad asaktas satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purushaha. Krishna says, therefore, remaining unattached to the results, always perform your obligatory duties. Whatever is prescribed, you must carry on the duties. By performing one's duties without any attachment, the person's soul, your soul gets purified, and you attain the highest supreme being, that is, you will reach me. That's what Lord Krishna assures Arjuna. So these are some important slokas relevant to recovery of Arjuna from his anxiety and grief, anticipatory grief. All these, how he came out of these with the help of Krishna's words. So, if there is a fear of death, we cannot move forward in life at all. As an ex-soldier myself, I ask you, will anybody join our army if there is a fear of death? The soldier, he does not know where from the bullet comes, which corner it is coming from. And still, without fearing, our soldiers, they go to the borders and battlefield, and they fight bravely, they perform their duties bravely, and they do not carry this fear of death. Therefore, we should also, all of us should also be always cheerful, remain cheerful, and we keep doing our duties and never worry about the death. To me, Actually, all religions are equally great. I believe that the guidelines shown in Gita are also given in Islam and Christianity and other religions also. Everyone can conquer the fear of corona pandemic if they follow the guidelines of given in their own religion. So, along with these measures, this advice which I have given, do consult a psychiatrist and take his advice, or with some medication he may give, with which you will overcome your fear and anxiety and come out successfully out of this pandemic. So, wishing you all the best. Jai Hind.